Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Bukumi. So guys, we're gonna be checking out a video together titled "Why Don't Christians Consider the Quran?" So let's watch.
Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 15. I think the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu name is in it. It has the Prophet Muhammad's name in the Hebrew translation of it. When it's translated into English, his name is translated to Altogether Lovely. So I guess my question would be, why was it translated to Altogether Lovely? And if Muhammad's name is in the Bible, why don't Christians recognize that and look towards the Quran for answers or to see if there is some truth in the Quran?
Okay. Oh, first of all, I'm not a Hebrew scholar, and I haven't translated that passage, so I don't know. What does the word Muhammad mean?
It means the praised one, or like spirit of truth.
Okay, spirit of truth. So you're saying spirit of truth is in the Song of Solomon?
No, it's translated as altogether lovely.
Okay.
But if you look at the verse in Hebrew, it has his name, Muhammad. It's not.
I'd have to look that up. I don't know. So
I believe it's Songs of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 15.
Okay, well, Song of Solomon, as you know, was written at about 1000 BC. Muhammad was born in 570 AD. So there's a 1500-year gap there. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know if it's the same person. I don't know if it's translated right. I'd have to look it up. But to your second question with regard to the Quran, well, there's a lot of truth in the Quran, just like there's a lot of truth in many other religious writings. But the main difference, well, there's several differences, as you know. The main difference, well, there's several differences, but let's just talk about Jesus for a second, okay? Jesus is said to have risen from the dead. We've been through some of the evidence here. The documents that say that were written in the first century by people who were there and other people who checked it out, like Luke. The Quran comes along, as you know, written after Muhammad dies in 632 AD. I should go this way because that's forward for you. 632 AD. And in Surah 4, verse 157, it says that Jesus didn't even die, much less rose from the dead. He was taken straight to heaven. Maybe somebody like Judas was put in his place on the cross, okay? Now, for Christians and for people that look at the evidence, my question would be, why would you take a document written over 600 years later to tell you what happened when you have documents that were written by the eyewitnesses who were there, and also these documents say that he rose from the dead, and if he rose from the dead, that better explains the spread of the church out of Jerusalem at that time. Why would you take a document written so much later? The other problem, it seems to me, is that if you look at Surah 5, verse 68, I think it is, it says, "O ye people of the book, ye have no ground to stand on unless you stand on the law and the gospel." In other words, Allah is telling the believers of Judaism and Christianity to obey the Old Testament and the New Testament, the law and the Gospels. Well, when that was written in the 600s AD, we already knew what the law and the Gospel said. We have entire Bibles from the 300s AD. Now, some Muslims will say, well, we can't trust the New Testament because it's been corrupted. Well, if that's the case, why is the Quran telling us to trust the New Testament? We know it hasn't been corrupted from Muhammad's time on. So basically the problem here is the Quran tells us to obey the New Testament, but the New Testament leaves us no room for the Quran.
Wow, this is kind of complicated, guys. Very, very short, and I think the man was able to give the answer to an extent, because I was expecting him to go deeper so that we can understand more why Christians don't consider the Quran. Well, I'm able to understand to an extent, but I'm still kind of confused, guys, because this is not enough proof to tell us why Christians don't consider the Quran. Me, I would say that the reason why I don't really consider the Quran is because I don't really see anything about Prophet Muhammad in the Bible. They don't preach, they don't talk about it in churches, but I'm sure that in mosque they talk about Jesus to an extent, because I noticed that in Quran they spoke about Jesus, and Jesus was referred to as Isa. Yeah, I think it's Isa. The name of Jesus in Quran was Isa. So I think that's the reason why most Christians don't consider Quran, because they don't see any thing that really linked to Quran stuff. You understand? I've never come across Prophet Muhammad in the Bible, even though they said it's in the Bible, but I don't think it's in Bible. I'm sure it's in maybe Quran Bible. I don't know. So well, this was really fun to watch. I hope you learned something from this video, guys, because to me, I'm not convinced enough. The man's explanation was not convincing enough to me. So guys, that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.